is ready to start, and we are ready to meet the fighters. Let's send it back up to Lupe.
We continue with the action inside the home for combat sports in SoCal. The Commerce Casino. It is an edition of Red Out Boxing on the road. This contest on the line. The vacant WBA Continental America Super Featherweight title. World Boxing Association President Gilberto Jesus Mendoza. Supervisor and four-time world champion Jorge Linares. Our judges scoring at ringside. We have Joel Farbstein, along with Daniel Sandoval and Carla Caes. And now, ladies and gentlemen, prepare to be entertained. The Red Owl main event is on now. Presenting first, standing in the blue corner, he enters wearing black with white trim. He weighed in at the super featherweight limit of 130 pounds tonight. This South American slugger enters the Red Owl ring for the 20th time as a pro with a record of 17 victories against only 2 losses, 14 of those victories coming by way of KO. Representing his homeland of Tucupiro, Guarico, Venezuela, Grimardi Machuca. His opposition across the ring in the red corner, wearing black with red trim, he weighed in at 129 3/4 pounds tonight. In his quest to capture his first title, he puts it all on the line, including his undefeated record of 16-0. 11 of those victories coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of the ATL Atlanta, Georgia, and representing Morgan City, Louisiana, Deonte, lay him down, Brown. With final instructions, referee Thomas Taylor.
Coaches, come on over here, real quick. Hang on a sec. Top of the white letters here on up is going to be good. Middle of the letters up is going to be good on this side. You got my instructions in the back, gentlemen. Protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands. Touch them up. Touch them up. Back to your corner, gentlemen.
A career-altering opportunity for both Deonte Brown and Grimardi Machuca here tonight. Regional WBA title on the line. Saw Jorge Linares in the ring there. This man who knows a little something about some WBA titles. And the winner of this one would be taking a step closer to the real thing. Round 1, our main event underway. And remember, Sean, as you pointed out, we're touting the power of Lay 'em Down Brown, obviously because of that nickname.
Come on now.
Grimardi Machuca, listen, he can be very dangerous, particularly early. We saw him drop Brandon Pizarro in the opening round. He got dropped himself later on. We'll see if Machuca can get off to a fast start here in the main event.
And what do we know about Venezuelan fighters? They're very feisty. They have a combination of speed, power, quickness, and it's like they pounce, you know? So it's, for Machuca, it could seamlessly come from out of nowhere, and I think that's kind of how he's going to have to set it up, too. But Mr. Brown, like I like to say, working accordingly, fast, flashy jab coming out, and then he's going to get to the body from time to time. I like his body of work, and I want to see him put it together tonight. Lay him down, that is.
We also have to give a shout out to his barber, who is the one who came up with the nickname, by the way. That's a great barber.
Okay. Shout out to the barber.
You go to the barber shop for wisdom, do you not?
Yeah, absolutely. There it is. Thinking for your homie. That's what's up. Look at that. And that's why I said Lay him down has to move his feet. The thing that I know about Machuca, he doesn't have good feet. He literally plods to you. He can't pick him up and move him. So the more he tries to allow Lay him down to fight from the outside, or the more he allows Lay him down to work from the outside, the harder it's going to be for Machuca.
Brown snuck in a couple good body shots here already. About 20 seconds ago or so, there was a nice right hook that he got in there underneath the elbow of Machuca.
Yeah, and Brown can't fall asleep at the wheel. I mean, without a doubt. I mean, he's got to stick that jab and move and not allow Machuca to hit him as he just did.
It's a good right hand right there, and to the point of falling asleep at the wheel. I don't think he necessarily fell asleep. However, you're moving incorrectly. He's moving right into that straight right, and that's just not, there's a time. You can move to the left, move into that right hand, but you got to pick your moments. And right now, continuing to move into the flow of that straight right is not good.
See Brown looking to land another one of those left hands to the body. He got countered up top here by Machuca.
Good defense. It could be slippery right there.
And I think for Brown, it's about trying to make Machuca come and chase after you and expend some of that energy because he is so dangerous in the early part of the fight.
I'll do it for the opening round. Adjustments on either side of this main event as we look into the Brown corner.
¿Te sientes bien, verdad? Vamos, un poquito más rápido, vamos. Soltar esas manos ahora.
Up and down with it though, up and down. If y'all want you to bring that straight left back, hook off of it, okay? Sometimes. Now, be careful when you're going straight back because he can start trying to get close to you to throw that straight left. That's all he's trying to do, all right? All right, keep popping that jab. Keep popping that jab. I need you to hook off that jab. Good jab. Hook off that jab. It's going to push him into that straight left, all right? Everything looks good. You won that round, all right? In and out. All right? Good shit. Good round. Have fun, baby.
Round 2 underway. Deonte Brown has knocked out 5 of his last 6 opponents.
Damn.
Grimardi Machuca ending a more than 1 year layoff here tonight. And as we mentioned, exactly the kind of opportunity that he wants and needs.
I love how that straight left is just zipping right past Machuca. And it's because he's moving into the inside of the foot of Machuca, and it's a simple angle. But when he moves to the inside, now guess what? That left hand moves to the outside of Machuca's head. That's why he's swinging and missing.
So it's interesting, and you pointed out, sometimes there are times when you can circle, for lack of a better term, the wrong way. There are also times when stepping to the inside, when you're the southpaw, rather than the outside, can work, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you got the typical rules of boxing, and they can be broken, but typically, whoever has that outside foot, we call it outside leverage, meaning the offhand, the backhand, has a perfect angle right there to the nose of your opponent, or the chin, or the forehead, So when you break those rules, for me, whenever I broke them, I had to be ready to do something. I wasn't just breaking rules because I didn't care or I didn't know better. And it looks to me like Lay Him Down just doesn't know better.
And also, Deonte Brown is such a fantastic athlete, guys. I mean, he just does things
Look
just
at that
naturally.
jab.
I mean, it is truly a marvel. He has the boxing IQ, but also he's just athletically gifted as well.
Yeah, it's a gliding, kind of effortless type of movement that he has in the ring.
Funny enough, the thing I've seen in boxing, it's hard for guys to connect the two. Guys who are extremely athletically gifted, sometimes they have a hard time honing it and controlling it and making it work to the benefit of themselves. Sometimes you got guys like in our last fight with Darian, just a marvel of an athlete, but gets caught off balance and things of that nature, So same thing with Lay Him Down right here. I know he's still young in his career. Even though this is for a title, he's still got some growing to do.
Nice right hook connected there from Deonte Brown, stepping in with that one. Now popping a jab in the face of Grimardi Machuca. He's trying to get to the body of Deonte Brown. Got countered there, though. Look for the right hand, with a short left hand of Deonte Brown got there first.
It's a funny thing with the aggression of Machuca. He's got to find moments to be aggressive because Lay Him Down is the kind of guy, Ray, to your point, when he's as athletic as he is, he almost wants you to come in. He's baiting you to do things like that because he knows how to work in that rhythm. So
Good
right
left
there,
hand again.
great, good exchange right there from both guys. But Machuca finding the moment. Nice right hand again from Machuca. Lay him down. Textbook right now. Nice jabs, circling the ring. Beautiful jab right there. And then what does he do? Find that exit. Then that hook. Check hook. Find the exit. Beautiful boxing from lay him down. But also Machuca not giving up. Still trying to create moments like right here. Catching Brown with a couple of straight right hands right there.
Vamos allá abajo, no vamos a ponerlo en ese golpe, ¿ok?
Still a good boxing match. Still a close one. Still a little slow. What we expect, you know, lay him down is methodical. You know, he's going to build it and find it and create it. Machuca is the one who I think needs to do a little bit more, force the action.
Well, and also Machuca, his head is there to be hit. I mean, he doesn't really use a lot of head movement or many feints as well, so it's an easy target or an easier target for Deonte Brown to land upon.
And to the point of that, that's why I said one of the dues to getting the dub for Machuca was working up and down. When you go up and once you go down, you change the level, moves your head, and you become less of a target. Another reason why I wanted him to be more up and down with his combinations. Instead of just rushing in like that right there. That was 3 straight shots. And you just overcommitted, and the play is gone instantly.
Sean, prior to the fight, you and I were kind of looking at tape of Machuca, and we noticed something that maybe Brown is seeing right now. A little bit of a tell before Machuca is going to jump in. Oftentimes it's framing up, but it's also that it's the front foot. Typically, when Machuca is feigning with that front foot, he's telling you that the next time he's jumping in.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a pitcher kind of having a tell on the mound.
Right.
And I think that Brown is seeing that. You saw Machuca leap in and miss all 3 shots.
I call it getting in starting position. So he doesn't have his feet in a position, he doesn't have his body in a position where he can just go. He has to load, get in start position, and then go. And it's enough time for someone such as lay him down to see it. Good straight right hand right there from Machuca.
Well, Machuca's going to have to turn things around because this fight is slowly getting past him, and Brown is just piling up the points for my estimation, guys.
I agree. You know, again, this is a 10-rounder, so no need to fret. But at the same time, throwing 4 or 5 punches like that and missing them all, that's a problem.
And it's also, you know, I love body punching, guys. It's like the head will move, the body will not. But Machuca hasn't really thrown many body punches.
That's not true. The body moves.
Oh, good right hand over the top there from Machuca.
Oh, right back with a straight right. But no, you're right. Machuca's only focus should be going to the body right now. And that's something I don't think coaches teach. Coaches don't teach fighters how to be, as my dad would call it, being exclusive to the body, where the only thing you're focused on is the body. The head's going to be there when the time is right, but we got to do something to force the head to stay still. More than the body, because the body doesn't stay still either, right?
No, I mean, you're right. I mean, you've actually been hit there. I have not, but.
Final 10 seconds here, round 3.
Body just moved.
Well, I mean, you know, but the body is more stationary than the head. Nonetheless.
We're just debunking all of the boxing cliches in this fight. Huh? You can move whatever direction you want, put your feet where you want. It's fine.
That's why this man belongs in the Hall of Fame. That's without a doubt.
I'll tell you what I would tell Machuca. I know we got some replays coming.
With that jab.
Start with the jab. That's clearly what Machuca should do. He should start with the jab. If you're not touching lay him down with the jab, you're certainly not gonna touch him with your right hand. Right here, nice counter left from Brown, and then coming right back was Machuca with his straight right. So that was a good exchange right there. But I would tell Machuca, listen, just be content with touching the body. We just want to touch the body, focus on the body, don't worry about the head. We're going to get him later. Trust me, focus on the body, it's going to work. That's what he needs to do. It needs to be double jabs, straight right. Double jabs, straight right. Straight 1-2 to the body, straight 1-2 to the body.
So round 4 underway, and Sean, I think you kind of answered it there, but I think more broadly, is there anything unique about trying to get to the body of a southpaw opponent when you're an orthodox fighter? Is there anything that you would have to do that normally you would not?
It's wide open, right? The real estate's wide open to an orthodox fighter's right. And so the thing is, when you pursue, there has to be quick feet to cut off, right? Because you know you're going to circle your fighter to the right, find a position or find a way to get him positioned near the ropes. That way, once he starts to circle that way, what's he doing? He's running into the ropes, like here. But when you just allow him to keep turning, that's all that's going to happen.
Well, and if there is a blip of confidence here from Machuca, with what you're saying, it's that Brown, he's not afraid to go to the ropes, and in fact, you can get him there, right? He may counter you with those uppercuts, that's the danger, but you get him in the places where you want.
Yeah, I think, the funny thing about that is Lamb Down will allow himself to be put in certain positions because he's comfortable. He's got high IQ, so he knows what he's doing, knows what he wants to do. It's a chess match just as much as it is a physical match with Lamb Down Brown.
And also for Machuca, instead of just landing that one singular shot, he's got to put together some combinations and follow up on that.
Yeah, that becomes a thing of like mental pressure. So it's not just the physical pressure of, getting to the body, forcing your opponent to move, but also that mental pressure of I'm still here. And he hasn't done that. You got to make Lamb Down uncomfortable. You make Lamb Down uncomfortable, half the fight's gone, at least. But all that said, I do like Machuca's attention right now to the body with that straight right.
But at this rate, I feel like Deonte Brown can fight this fight all night long and then fight another 12 rounds if he wanted to.
Yeah, this is a pace that definitely benefits Lamb Down, gives him the timing he needs to think, to set up, to be comfortable, to not right here, and just be dictative.
Yeah, it's a round.
Straight left.
Brown lands a nice pot shot left hand there. It's a round that he would happily replicate another 6 times.
Yeah.
And is very capable of it if Machuca doesn't begin doing something different.
My estimation with a lot of fighters, not all fighters, once 4 or 5 rounds have ticked by, the rhythm of the fight, the pacing of a fight has been established. It doesn't happen often where a fighter can come out and flip that switch and do something different. Watch this pot shot left coming. Oop. Right there, that uppercut. Beautiful uppercut. I know we got a pot shot left coming as well. It's been target practice for a lot of this fight. Not the whole fight, not a majority, but a lot of the fight. And then that defense right there. There's that pot shot left I was looking for. But when you allow Lamb Down to sit out there on the outside and pick his punches, this is how the fight's going to go. And whether we like it or not, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I don't like it. I don't like fights at this pace because I think that there's no drama. I need drama in my life, I need some drama at the end of the night. It's 11:15. Give me some drama. Amp it up. Heat it up. Get it going, Machuca. Because this pace right here, outside of landing the big punch and seeing it, Brown's just going to sit back and do this right here.
And he's starting to land that counter uppercut as well from range, which is typically a bad sign if you're on the other side of that. But you've got to like the early returns for Deonte Brown with this new partnership with Dominic Wynn, the former heavyweight contender, now working his corner. This is their first fight together. And Brown looking very, very relaxed and composed here.
Ray, I don't know if you know, but we got Zab in here tonight. And this clean lead uppercut that Lay Him Down is throwing is giving me sentiments. It ain't as sharp. It ain't Zab. But to have Zab in here, You know, I wonder what Zab's thinking when he sees that uppercut land.
I'm sure he could probably give Deonte Brown a few little intricacies where it could actually put away Machuca, as Zab so eloquently did to so many fighters. But it's working for Brown in the sense we saw that replay package. Hit, not get hit.
Big uppercut again there for Brown, and that one makes Machuca take a step or two backwards.
Yeah, that one, he had to move on that one.
You might have heard you, Sean.
He hit me in the mouth.
You never want to say it's easy, but Deonte Brown is almost making it look easy.
He is. He's making it look very, very, you know, the basics are working for him. And when you can pick 1 or 2 shots and they land, you're having a good night.
Remember, Machuca was on the floor last time out, a little over a year ago, against Brandon Pizarro. And you certainly notice in this round, whether it's fatigue, whether it's Brown sitting down on the shots a little more, the way that Machuca is reacting to some of these uppercuts is becoming more obvious, right? The body language is a little bit different.
Yeah, Machuca is having a hard time with the timing right now. He can't find the timing of laying him down. He's getting hit with clean jabs from the outside, this clean uppercut that's landing. Machuca, in his own right, he's starting to slow down, and I think it's just the pressure of the fight and also these clean shots that are landing to the head, breaking him down.
Well, about 20 seconds ago, Machuca grabbed Deonte Brown, and I sense frustration. I think he's just being deflated because he isn't able to get a hold of Deonte Brown.
See him step in with a good right hand there a moment ago, but these moments have been fleeting for Grimardi Machuca as we enter the final 10 seconds of round 5.
Ooh, his own uppercut.
Give one back there as the seconds tick away in round 5. DJ Domo on the turntables here tonight.
Who that?
I'm not a Bengals fan, sorry.
No disrespect, DJ. He's been turning them.
Yes, he has.
He's been turning them.
Ellos ahora van a venir un poquito más agresivos, recuérdate. Vámonos arriba siempre, vamos, cuelgue. Cuelgue, vamos.
There was a plethora of uppercuts landed this round by Lay'em Down Brown. A plethora. Let's see if we get some of them.
Vamos, respira, vamos. Vamos a cortarle allá y esa gente
There's
están
one of
llegando,
them.
pero que llegan más fuerte. Están llegando más fuerte,
The
pero
work
llegan más
from
fuerte.
Machuca that round, he really started to slow down, and Brown just started to find moments to just throw 1 or 2 shots like that right there. Just a jab, just 1 uppercut, and it's all I need.
Round 6 underway. An excellent performance thus far for Deonte Brown. Looking to potentially enter the world rankings at 29 years of age. And he's now under the same management as names like Elijah Pierce, Malik Montgomery, Yuri Cedeno, guys that have become contenders. He's looking to join that party.
Nice clean right hand landed from Grimardi Machuca.
All right, let's send it over to Ray Flores, who is in the Deonte Brown corner.
All right, we are with Dominic Gwynn. Dominic, so far throughout the first half of the fight, what are you seeing out of Deonte Brown?
Well, I'll see my fighter controlling the fight with his jab. He's making it look easy. Like I told him, swim and don't get wet. This guy is still a hell of a puncher, so I'm telling my guy just to, be careful, keep your hands up, but continue to have fun. We're going to win this fight. Should win it, to me, we should win it easy because he's controlling with his jab. I'm looking, I wish we can get some more uppercuts, hooks off of it, and we're going to the house.
How much do you like seeing the defensive prowess of Deonte Brown as he's slipping a lot of punches and really not getting hit with too much clean?
Well, since I've been working with him, that's what I've noticed as soon as he came to the gym. He really don't get hit a lot. He slick as hell. His favorite fighter is Sugar Ray Leonard, so he wants to be just like Sugar Ray Leonard. So.
Now he's making a statement, but do you believe that a stoppage over Machuca would really sort of make a massive statement here tonight?
Yes, and that's what I told him. That's what we want. We want to stop him. But I'd be satisfied with a 10-round decision. But we'll take a stoppage.
Dominic, thanks so much. Good luck throughout the remainder of the fight.
Thank you.
Back to you, Corey.
I'll tell you what, if you're looking for where that relaxed attitude of Deonte Brown's coming from, that is as relaxed as you will hear a corner interview. That's like ASMR corner work there from Dominic Gwynn.
Yeah, listen, they just got together, so you can definitely say that this relaxed energy that we see coming from Lay Him Down, that's just who he is.
Yeah.
However, when you find a good coach like that, the kind of experience that man's over there, and y'all got the same personality, there's no clash. That's a match made in heaven right
I was
there.
about to say, because energies don't always mesh when it comes to fighters and trainers.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I've had a lot of fighters, I'll tell you, the energy just didn't match. I'm like, I had no choice.
Final 15 seconds of round 6. Machuca trying to get his right hand involved here, but is just continuously beaten to the punch with that left hand of Deonte Brown. And Dominic Gwynn is going to be as relaxed as he was 2 minutes ago with Ray Flores as he heads back to the corner.
That was a quick round.
Like I said, man, it's gonna be the same story every time, all right? Continue doing what you're doing. All right? But you got to change it up for me a little bit. Okay, change it up a little bit. Double that jab, and rip that left uppercut, and I want the hook off of it, all right? I'm telling you, if you hit him within 3 shots, you're gonna get him out of there. He's ready to go. Yeah, he's ready to go. But he wants you to push him, all right? Continue doing what you're doing. Keep using that jab. Give me some feints. Give me some feints. Get your head off that line. Because he's still trying to throw wild shit at you, all right? So I want you to keep your hands up and protect yourself at all times. You're winning the fight, I want to keep doing that. Keep winning the fight with that jab. I'm going home with that belt. All right?
Let that make sure your head's up the line.
Yeah, yep. Let's do it.
All right, here we go, y'all. You ready for this?
Yep.
Coach Gwynn gets in the ring. He said, what I tell you is going to be the same thing every round. What are you telling your fighter to separate himself? Not only in this fight, but for anybody that knows out there that he's coming. There has to be a next level, especially when you're trying to get to the next level. It's like you start working on it here. You don't just get there and then perform there. You got to start working on it tonight. 7th round.
And I guess the question, Sean, if you're in Brown's corner, if you're looking for that separation, for that wow moment, are you asking him to change his energy insofar as his aggression, his punch output, or are you telling him, a certain shot that maybe he could find to score that knockout? What are you doing to get that, to produce that moment?
So here's my thing. You guys know I never stood still as a fighter. I was never, stationary. So that's what I don't like about Brown. I don't like how his feet are basically planted. He moves quickly. He can get in, he can get out with no problem. But being ready to move and then go and go and go, I don't think although he's athletic, I don't think he has that ability just yet. Nice overhand right landed right there from Machuca. And I'm not mad at it.
Brown just missed with the uppercut when that right hand landed. And that could be a potential moment, right, Sean, where if you could bait a lot of aggression from Machuca, you could run him into something big.
I'm thinking that the same thing. I'm thinking to myself, that's a crazy, if an uppercut is being thrown while an overhand right is being thrown, whoever lands first, it's game time.
It's like the final scene of Rocky, right? That's where the movie ends.
Yeah.
Someone's coming over the top.
Yeah. So now we got Brown picking his feet up. He's moving to the right. Moving to his left. And he's throwing that straight jab. It's good boxing, right? But then let's add a little more to that. Let's use that hand speed, double and triple that jab. Give us more. That's the next component. Is not just 1 punch, 2 punch, but now 3s and 4s and coming right back. And that's how you separate yourself in a fight.
And also varying your punches as well, the placement, because Brown went to the body earlier in the fight, and so far in these middle rounds, he has gotten rid of that, and he's making it easy, yes, but he has abandoned the body to a degree.
Yep. One of the dues to the dub for Machuca was to work the body and then the head, and works the same for Lay Him Down. Good defense right there from Lay Him Down, and I actually think I actually think that lay him down has the ability to go body head better, faster, sharper than Machuca.
Final right hand there from Machuca. There haven't been many of them able to connect on that man, Deonte Brown. And as we listen in once more to Dominic Wynn.
You got 3 more rounds, man, and you're taking that belt home, all right? Continue to have fun, man. But I want you to close the show out good, all right? Close the show out good. Let's put a little more together. But keep your hands up, keep your hands at home to protect yourself, but have fun. Last 3 rounds, man. Let's shine. Let's go on and put this out there. Yeah,
we got Henry Tillman sitting ringside, giving some analysis. We can't hear it right now, and I'm sure he's got a lot to say. A lot of wisdom coming from Henry.
That's a great guy right there, and I love the fact that all that he did in boxing, he's not afraid to just come out and be a part of the game, you know. I don't know if he's coaching now. I know he has coached in the past, but I see him all the time. And I just love that these greats, some of these legends aren't afraid to come out and be in it. You know?
And not just as an invited guest, but because he wants to be here.
Exactly.
Round 8 now underway. Cruise control for Deonte Brown here against Grimardi Machuca. However, you heard Dominic Wynn in the corner. You know, not authoritatively so, but really for the first time leading with the message that, hey, maybe you could close the show.
What you doing, man?
Right.
What you doing, man?
That's not his style.
That's not his style. But also making it apparent and understood that, hey, you can do more and I need you to do more. Whether or not Dominic gets it tonight, I like the fact that he's speaking that kind of language. Setting the precedent, setting the expectation already in their first fight together, and I really like that.
Well, and you are seeing a change here from Brown, just kind of creeping forward a little bit. He's been trying to walk Machuca into counters the last several rounds and has done so successfully, but now starting to step to Machuca a little bit, who places a right hand to the body.
So the cool part, and you know, that's something that certainly, I'm saying this, and it's that's a good body shot landed right there from lay him down, but the challenge here is once you start to step to somebody, now your defensive strategy, your exit strategy can't be the same. It can't be I'm stepping at you and then I'm gonna go straight back. You go right back into the line of fire. So, you know, Brown now has to do something, get low, go to the body, and, you know, start to really dig it out. That's what I would like to see.
Does exactly that, stabs that jab to the body. Obviously a slip there from Machuca.
Machuca not going away, but certainly looking like he's been outclassed. Good body shot from Machuca. Good timing right there from Machuca.
What do you think about Brown on the front foot this round? Do you think he looks as comfortable as he was doing what he was doing before?
I mean, he looks comfortable, but I think the effectiveness, I think there's another step, there's another layer, and I think that, you know, now he's been put in a position at this level where I know I can step to somebody at this level, and then again, you know, that's how you grow, that's how you improve as a fighter. You kind of answer things in the moment. You mature in the moment. A lot of fighters mature on fight night opposed to in camp.
We just saw from Deonte Brown exactly what you were talking about before, those exit strategies. Moving forward, he had to roll under some shots from Machuca. He hasn't really had to do much of that.
Right.
But then he does that and comes back with another left hand.
Exactly. Once you roll, you're right there for another punch. So that's the next level.
Deonte Brown showing off some next level defense nonetheless as we get back to the corners.
Vamos a trabajarlo, ¿ok? Cuando me tire la recta, sale afuera, saque mis pies para afuera, no lo dejes adentro, saque mis pies para afuera, recta y el gancho combinámoslo abajo, ¿ok? Se te está olvidando ese gancho abajo, papi. Y cuando salga, open por centro, acuérdate, el open de push, ¿ok? Vamos, estos dos asaltos nos quedan, vamos.
Sit down on it. Yeah. All right, sit down on it, baby. Yeah.
Ready for it.
Stool.
2 to go here in our main event. Deonte Brown and Grimardi Machuca, a regional WBA title on the line and potentially an entry into the world rankings. And Ray Flores, in the previous round, you were in the Machuca corner. But what are you hearing over there? Is there some urgency, as we believe there should be?
From Miguel Tapio, the lead trainer for Grimardi Machuca, they want him to throw that left hook to the body. That is a key emphasis that they have constantly been telling Machuca throughout the entirety of the round that I was there. And also they said, attack the body with the left hook and then come up with a hook upstairs and also continue to follow it and chase Deonte Brown and then bring shots up the middle as you attack the body as well. So they want him that left hook to the body and then they want him to decide to go upstairs as well, Corey.
All right, so Sean, let's build upon that. If you're Machuca and you want to land that left hook to the body, how do you set that up? How do you get Brown in a position to be able to land that?
You know, the thing that I'm quite sure Machuca doesn't have the ability to do, Ray, get physical. He should have gotten physical 7 rounds ago. And what I mean by that is get low, start trying to push on Brown, you know, start trying to, you know, reach out and really stop him from circling around and put your muscle on this man and make him feel your presence. And then that's where you find openings, because you got a fighter that's really trying to get away, really trying to defend himself, whether that's with offense or with exit strategies, and that's how you set up offensive punches like body shots. A specific hook to the body could be set up like that.
Yeah, that's a good point about kind of the physicality, the tidiness of this fight. A couple moments ago, we saw Thomas Taylor have to intervene briefly, a little late shot from Machuca, but other than that, this has been a fairly orderly, kind of cooperative boxing match, and if you're going to engage in that with Deonte Brown, it might look like this more often than not.
I tell you what, I didn't pride myself on being an ugly fighter. I know a lot of people thought that my style was ugly, but more than that, I prided myself on being physical, making you feel my presence, forcing you to do what I needed you to do, wanted you to do, and that's something that Machuca doesn't have tonight.
When typically you see that in the higher weight classes or fighters that are physical like you, but it's something that could be utilized, especially here in the super featherweight division when you have someone who is as strong and powerful like Machuca, but it hasn't worked whatsoever. He hasn't even tried to do that.
Right. Well, you know what I do like about Brown is he's trying to step it up. He's trying to find something and figure something out, opposed to just coasting through. You know, nothing wrong with coasting through. Not my style. I don't like it. I like the guys who are always trying to push the envelope and figure it out.
Right now, Deonte Brown has got on cruise control. He's on PCH, windows down, in the top down and enjoying himself.
He's in the HOV lane right now as we head towards the 10th and final round.
Well, what's PCH?
Pacific Coast Highway.
Oh, okay.
You know, right there from Santa Monica all the way to Malibu.
All right.
Very nice drive, man.
I only know the 401. I'm from Toronto, sorry.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Hey, we welcome you into the booth here ringside in Commerce. Corey Erdman, Showtime Sean Porter, Ray Flores. We're heading into the 10th and final round. You'd have to believe that Deonte Brown has won 8 or 9 of these rounds at minimum. It's desperation time for Machuca.
Desperation time, that means that's a problem for him, because he's going to truly put himself in harm's way. Those sneaky left uppercuts are going to come. And more than that, Brown's also looking for a stoppage, so it's going to get dangerous.
Machuca needs a home run shot. Deonte Brown, just keep doing what you're doing. Punch your way to a victory.
And I guess the question, Ray, as round 10 begins here, that left hook that the Machuca corner has been begging for, the one to the body, is that enough of a fight-finishing strategy? I know you will see left hooks to the liver that can end shots. They happen, of course. But is that enough? You've got 3 minutes to hit a home run.
To work on one punch, yeah.
How do you get the ball over the fence?
Yeah.
He's got to put himself in some precarious positions, and at this particular point, I don't know if Machuca has it in him, but he's got to be hyper-aggressive and do things that he hasn't done throughout this fight.
Left hand to the body there for Brown. He brings it up top. There's that whipping uppercut. It's been so dangerous all night long from Brown. Obviously a slip there from Machuca. But you know, Sean, I think the threat of that uppercut from Brown, I think that maybe more than anything has prevented Machuca from trying to get to the inside more than he has.
I mean, I think that's the one clear thing that we haven't said, but if anything, we said it just not directly. But there's a lot of things that Lay 'em Down has done tonight that have simply just turned off a lot of what Machuca's about, a lot of what Machuca could do. And when you're in the ring with high skill, high level speed, unpredictable punches and things like that, the kind of style that Brown has, it causes you to turn off a lot of what you're capable of doing.
Yeah, it's like when you start a fight, all the sliders are up, right? You got all the sound. You can do it all.
Right.
And Deonte Brown has just kind of muted all of them for Grimardi Machuca.
Yeah.
And he's made Machuca look very ordinary, a guy that's a power puncher that is dangerous throughout the course of a fight, but Brown has silenced him in grand fashion.
Yep, and on a platform that is built on 50-50 fights, this on paper was 50-50, on video was 50-50, but on tonight, certainly not 50-50.
Well, we'll see how the judges will wind up having it, but it might not be 50-50. It might be 100-90.
Damn, beautiful defense and offense. It's good work. Gotta appreciate it.
Deonte Brown swimming without getting wet here in the 10th round.
Oh!
There's a right hand from Machuca. He got splashed there. And the mouthpiece of Brown splashes out as the seconds will begin to tick away in this contest.
And Corey cut Brown underneath his left eye.
That was the shot that Machuca needed to find, but maybe not enough time to capitalize upon it. A nice right hook there from Brown as he circles out one final time, and that will do it. A beautiful boxing performance from the 29-year-old from Morgan City, Louisiana.
I don't want to judge Machuca, but when that round ends and you throw your hands up and you scream, yeah, where did that energy come from? I've been in fights where I didn't even want to talk after a fight because my output was so high and I did so much to win. Respectfully, he didn't win this fight, and you got that kind of energy left. That means you cheated us. It means you cheated us.
You think there could have been more that he could have done, especially in that final round?
You know, fighters refer to going out on their shield, right? It's not always about being knocked out and not being able to get up. That's not the only way you go out on your shield. Going out on your shield, to me, is essentially doing every single thing I can do to win a fight. Once you've done every single thing you could do to win a fight, to me, you've gone out on your shield. You left it all out there in the ring, and I just don't think that. Again, all respect and big ups, humongous ups to Lay 'em Down Brown, because I think he turned off a lot of what Machuca could do. Yeah. But when you see that energy for the last 10 seconds, to me, there were moments where you could have did more of that. And I've always hated seeing that in the last round, the last 10 seconds, this guy just wakes up all of a sudden and can do so much, so many things.
Machuca still looking confident here.
I ain't mad at him. I was at first. I ain't mad at him. Get your shout outs on, baby. We can't hear you. Oh, don't turn his mic on now.
All right, well, we gave Grimardi Machuca a chance for his soliloquy, but now we got to read the scorecards as we send it back up to Lupe Contreras.
After going all 10 rounds inside the Red Owl boxing ring, judges Farbstein and Sandoval turned in identical scores of 96-94, and Judge Sky scores it 97-93. All in favor of the winner by way of unanimous decision, and now WBA Continental America's champion, still undefeated Deonte. Lay him down, Brown.